Good morning, friends, and welcome back to 6 a.m. So, I don't know how many of you get packages and it feels like Christmas when they come, even though you ordered them. Anyway, so I had a package show up yesterday and I am so excited about it. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Discover LSP Life Science Publishing has put several of their resources on the legacy list, which means they will not be reprinting them. So a couple of friends and I got together and we placed an order and it just came in yesterday. I'm so excited because some of the resources we got may no longer be available. I haven't checked the website. I don't know what's still out there, but we were able to snag some before they were gone. So I'm very excited. Now, not all of the items I'm going to show you today were on the legacy list, but some of them very much were. So let's see what's in my box, y'all. Look, I haven't even pulled the paper out. Literally just came in yesterday. Very excited. Okay. So this is a pocket reference. Now this was on the legacy list. It was a beautiful full color. Oh, awesome. It's even got the 25 years on there. That's so sweet. I have a pocket reference, so this one's not mine, but I use mine all the time. It's a great resource for looking up the different essential oils. It's got a section on there about Raindrop, and it has other resources in there if you're experiencing personal issues. It's got a personal usage section. Very helpful. I use, like I said, my pocket reference and my bigger desk reference quite frequently. So that one is my friend's. I don't think you need to see the packing slip. But I picked up the Raindrop Technique DVDs, and this is with Gary Young, which is pretty awesome, who, of course, is the one who created the technique. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Jessica, you know how to do Raindrop. Why would you get this DVD? Well, honestly, I don't perform Raindrop all the time. So having something to be able to use as a refresher is great for me. It's also great if you'd like to learn Raindrop and like you're local and we can't get our schedules to coordinate. So this is a resource I'm very excited to be able to have in my library. So plus, it's different learning it from somebody else versus learning it from the guy who created it. So I'm excited to see if there's any nuances I may have missed in my training. So I'm very excited. And I also picked up the bonus lecture series with Gary Young. So very excited to, I don't even know what's on here, y'all. I didn't check. I just saw Gary Young and I'm like, oh, snag. Again, this was on the legacy section, so they won't be reprinting these. But okay, one is the chemistry of essential oils. Be still my geeky heart. And sacred frankincense, which sacred frankincense and frankincense are a little bit different. So I'm excited to be able to watch those and see what the difference is. Like, I know sacred frankincense and frankincense molecules have handedness, right? And frankincense is one hand and sacred frankincense is the other hand, which is pretty cool. And that's about all I know for that. So I also picked up, since last month's freebies that came with my order were all cooking oils, I picked up a cookbook. So this was not on the legacy. These are still available. But I do like cooking, and I do use essential oils a little bit in my kitchen, but I'm looking forward to using them a bit more, especially since I have several more cooking oils now, like parsley and coriander and mountain savory. So I'm excited to have some recipes that are actually made for oils. So very excited about that. I picked up the Einkorn book um, because I've been very curious about. I know some of the differences between einkorn and regular wheat. The einkorn is an ancient grain. It has to do with like in the DNA. Einkorn only has 14 chromosomes, whereas modern wheat has like 20 something. I know it's easier to digest. A lot of people with gluten issues, maybe sensitivities or whatever, can handle einkorn, whereas they can't handle regular wheat. So I'm just excited to learn more about einkorn because I really don't know a whole lot personally. But this is a really cool resource that I am, again, very excited to have in my library and to start reading. Now, this one was on the legacy list, and it was the Ninja Wolfberry. I have heard friends give classes on basically the information in this book, and it is fascinating. So I definitely wanted to get this one before it was gone because wolfberries are amazing. As I'm sure you remember, back in December, so almost a year, it's getting close, a year ago now, I stopped wearing glasses. And I fully attribute that to the fact that I was drinking Ninja Red, which is made from the Ninja Wolfberry, every single day for months. Wasn't expecting it, wasn't planning on it. That's not why I started drinking it, but it was a happy side benefit. And I haven't worn glasses since. And that has just been amazing that my eyes are in such fantastic health compared to where they were previously. Because, of course, as with everything, my eyes just seem to be deteriorating. They would hold steady for a while and then my script would change. And of course, it would get stronger. And because my eyes were getting weaker, And now, like I said, it's been close to a year now without glasses. And that is fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Now, this is one I picked up for me, Inner Transformations using essential oils. So this one, if you remember, not too long ago, I was talking about yeast and like the spit test to check for yeast and what I was doing to take care of yeast. All that information was based on this book that my mom was giving me. The information, not the book. So I decided to get my own copy. And this is one I have been wanting to pick up, but I hadn't made the book order. So since I was making a book order, I snagged it. But it's got definitely some really amazing information on cleansing. It's talking about, of course, colon cleansing and kidney and master cleanse and liver, of course, because we all need good livers. It's got a section on metals. So if you're dealing with some kind of metal issue and need to cleanse that, I have a whole chapter on that. Let's see. I think there's something on the gallbladder in here. I love it. They have a whole chapter called Sick and Tired of Being Sick and Tired, right? Pituitary, thyroid, and adrenals, infertility. They have a whole section on children and essential oils. Just perils of modern times, diabetes, obesity, and allergies, building blocks of better health. Stress. They have a whole chapter on stress, y'all. That's awesome. All right, so obviously I haven't had a chance to read this yet, but that sounds pretty amazing. And I'm looking forward to reading all of these because I'm a bookworm and I'm a geek and these are fascinating. I'm loving learning more about our bodies and how they work and our brains. I picked up a drawing book. If you follow me on Facebook, you know this already, called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. Y'all, all the information about our brains in there is fascinating. Loving it. Okay, and then this one isn't mine. This is another friend's, but she decided to pick up the desk reference for animals. This is on my list. I would like to get one. I did not choose to get one during this order, so I'll have to get it later. But this was not on the legacy list, which is awesome. So these should still be available and should continue to be printed. But yeah, that was what was in our box. Again, like I said, it was me and a couple of friends got together and made this order. So I am super excited to have these resources at my fingertips in my library and, eventually devour them all. It may take me a little time to read through all of them. But yeah, that is what I wanted to share with you this morning. I know sometimes you may think, Jessica, gosh, you know so much. It's like, no, not really. I just read books and I talk to people. So yeah, a lot of times right before, like if we're talking, I may have just read up on something. And it's like, oh, that, sounds like da 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 and da da because I just read it, and that's a God thing, y'all, that right before I talk to someone, I have literally just read whatever it is they need to hear. That's not a Jessica thing. But anyway, so yes, I'm very excited to have these resources now in my home and to have them available to share with friends and family who may need some of said information. So there you go. Resources are wonderful. I highly recommend building your own library, especially when it comes to your health and your family's health, because there is just so much of information available out there. And the more you know, the better of a decision that you can make for your health and your family's health. All right. Well, thank you for joining me for this little unboxing this morning. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a great one. Bye.